Welcome to Archbishop Rummel Baseball on 106.1 FM. Raider Baseball on 106.1 FM is presented by Malcolm Dinas, LLC, and John Terrier. By PM Automotive and Ryan Gernard. By Edward Jones Investment and Peyton Terrier. By Bears Pro Boys and Brian Hebert. And by Allstate Insurance and Eddie Corcoran. Now let's head live to the ballpark for the call of the game with Cumulus New Orleans Sports Director and Rummel Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Ken Trahan of CrescentCitySports.com.
From Mike Miley Stadium in Metairie, it's Archbishop Rummel Baseball as this evening the Raiders battle the John Curtis Christian Patriots. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, on a pleasant evening in Metairie, where District 9-5A competition begins tonight, and it begins with a really good one. A good rivalry, two outstanding institutions and two outstanding teams to do battle here tonight as the Rummel Raiders battle the John Curtis Patriots. Ken Trahan joined by my good and great friend, former Raiders head coach, also served time. That doesn't sound right. He also served at Archbishop Shaw, served at Hanville, served at many stops. But it's great to have him with us and back in the fold here, doing a Rummel game. Coach David Boder. David, how are you, man?
Doing wonderful, Kenny. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Now, this should bring back memories for you. Of course, John Curtis wasn't in the league when you were coaching at that time, but you're involved in so many great games with the Raiders, so I'm sure it brings back a lot of good memories.
It sure does. Being here at Mike Miley, you can go back years and years into the 70s in such big games, and this is no exception to open up Catholic League with these two teams on such a beautiful night. It's awesome.
Well, it is. It's a great night. We'll tell you all about that weather-wise in a moment. And it's a glorious day. And, of course, those people of faith understand a lot of things. They understand trials, tribulations, pluses and minuses. And at the end of the day, today is not all about baseball. It's about life, because we lost a life at about 2:40 this morning when Lydia Curtis passed away at the age of 75. You can read my story at CrescentCitySports.com about him. We'll have more on that coming up here on this broadcast in just a little bit, too. But what people don't see sometimes is what they should see. And being here very early, I had the opportunity to witness what this is really all about, what it should be about. With Archbishop Rummel players walking over to John Curtis players and Coach Jeff Curtis and asking if they could pray with them and pray for them. The two sides gathered together as one, locked together in a circle. Prayer took place, and then Jeff Curtis got in the middle and addressed both teams in very emotional fashion. It should be stated as well that Jeff Curtis and Frank Cazzo have a very good relationship. They're good friends. And, of course, I've always said that leadership carries down to how people conduct themselves, and that's why there's so much respect here for these two programs. They do it the right way. They're good people. But that is what people don't see, and sometimes it's more than just a game, David.
No, there's no question. In this game, these guys know each other from when they were children, going back a ways. And they're fiery competitors on both sides, but they do understand that, the bigger meaning. At times, in between the lines, they're going to go at each other hard, but they can have a lot of respect for each other and play the game the right way.
Well, the Raiders will be in their home whites today, a very clean look with the Raiders emblazoned across the front of the jersey and the familiar R on the cap. Otherwise, the white look with the red stockings, a lot of red shoes too, and John Curtis will be in their royal blue tops tonight with the Cardinal red uniforms and the gray pants and the two-tone caps that we're familiar with seeing from John Curtis. Coaches are meeting at home plate as we speak. We'll set the starting lineups for you. First of all, for John Curtis Christian with a record of 9-2 under the direction of Jeff Curtis. Nate Alario leads off in center field. It's Connor Michaud at shortstop. Brad Chasson is at third base. Bryce Hebert, the pitcher, cleans up. Dagan Bruno is in left field hitting fifth. Jason Curtis at second base bats sixth. Tyler Mitchell at catcher will hit seventh. Juan Washington at first base hits eighth. And Dylan Gilbert, the right fielder, hits ninth. Alario, Michaud, and Chasson. Hebert, Bruno, and Curtis. Mitchell, Washington, and Gilbert. And Hebert on the mound for Curtis. For the Archbishop Rummel Raiders, under the direction of Frank Cazzo, over 700 wins in his illustrious career. Leading off in left field, Ruben Ramirez. Mikey Ryan is at shortstop. Gavin Nix, the third baseman. Evan Berg, the cleanup hitter and center fielder. Aiden Gernard is at first base. Lenny Klein does the catching, batting sixth. Connor Perrott is the DH, hitting seventh. Dominic Mendieta will play right field at bat eighth. Brad Fry at second base, it's ninth. It's Ramirez, Ryan, and Nix. Berg, Gernard, and Klein. Perrott, Mendieta, and Fry with Giancarlo Arancibia on the mound for the Raiders here this evening. Lights are on to start the ball game here tonight, and the weather is delightful here tonight. The skies are mostly sunny as nightfall arrives a little bit later than before with daylight savings time. The temperature is 69 degrees. The wind is negligible. It's out of the south-southeast at 5, but the flag is dead still in center field, so not going to be a factor here tonight. We're going to provide a tribute at the end of the top of the first inning, which is forthcoming on the webcast tonight. It's a simulcast between CrescentCitySports.com and the Ticket 106.1 FM. Rudy Dixon, our producer in studio. Chip Merritt and Matt Merritt taking care of business here from CrescentCitySports.com. Couldn't have a better setting, David, and obviously going to have a good game here tonight.
No, and I'm excited about the pitching matchup. You know, these two guys, although they're a little bit different, they're both very effective. Arancibia, 32 strikeouts in 16 innings. You know, he's going to throw the fastball in his hard breaking ball. And then Bryce Hebert is a strike thrower, doesn't walk very many guys, challenges hitters and keeps the ball down in the strike zone. So it's a tremendous pitching matchup for the game.
Saw a lot of them last year. Look, you coached in this league, head coach at Archbishop Rummel, you coached at Shaw. Baseball in this league is pretty special, isn't it?
It sure is. And I mean, the thing that's special about it is again, the respect that the opponents have for one another, but how passionate and how competitive the players play. It really means something, each and every Catholic League game.
See all my Delgado brethren walking in to watch the game here tonight. A whole bunch of Dolphin players, some of whom are Raiders, I might add, that we get a chance to see on a pretty regular basis.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Our prayer.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. To begin our prayer this evening, we will take a moment of silence for those of the soul of Mrs. Lydia Curtis, wife of Coach J.D. Curtis, who passed away this morning. Long and faithful God, as we come together for this competition, we ask you to bless these athletes. We give glory to you by using their talents to the best of their abilities, that safe from injury and harm, installing them respect for each other, and reward them the perseverance both on and off the field. Lead us all the rewards of your kingdom where you live, reign forever and ever. Amen. St. John Baptiste de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. Thank God Almighty. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
We'll take a time out here, back with our first pitch in a moment. You're listening to a simulcast of Rummel Baseball against John Curtis here on the Ticket 106.1 FM and at CrescentCitySports.com. You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, I'm John Terrio, Archbishop Rummel High School class of 1979 and managing partner of Malcolm M. Dinas Certified Public Accountants. Our firm has been serving the Gulf South region for over 60 years. We assist our clients with tax compliance and auditing. We also serve as the CFO for many of our corporate clients. We have a specialized forensic accounting group that consults with attorneys on litigation matters. We are proud supporters of Archbishop Rummel High School and the LaSallian tradition of faith, community, and service. Thank God Almighty I'm a Raider.
For over 40 years, PM Automotive has been dedicated to providing professional service and repairs for all makes and models. From routine oil changes and preventative maintenance to complex engine repairs, this family-owned and operated business treats each customer with honesty and integrity and understands the importance of keeping your vehicle running smoothly. Located at 716 Shrewsbury Road in Jefferson, they handle general automotive services for personal and fleet vehicles alike. So give Brian and Alvin Gennard at PM Automotive a call at 504-835-4321 and get your vehicle back on the road.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Peyton Terrio, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 504-616-1132. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Go Raiders, Raider Pride.
Bears Po' Boys at Gennaro's at 3206 Metairie Road at Causeway Boulevard is open daily at 11 a.m. Bears' signature sandwich is the incredibly delicious roast beef po' boy, the best anywhere. The Ferdy and the gravy cheese fries are great, as are the homemade onion rings. Bears has a great menu of specialty burgers, almost as big as hubcaps. Get a beverage at Gennaro's where you can order late-night food as well. Bears just earned a top 3 award in the Gambit Best of New Orleans rankings. Visit Bears Po' Boys and Raider Hall of Fame inductee Brian Hebert, class of 1983 at 3206 Metairie Road at Causeway Boulevard. Raider Pride.
Did you hear? Macy's one-day sale is going on today.
Last spot, Rudy.
For spring with great deals on brands you know, like 40 to 60%
one more.
off Anne Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Style & Co. and more. And
I don't know where we're
Claire
time
with
for
30
it.
to
I'll let you know.
50% off shoes, handbags, and accessories. Plus, get 15 to 65% off home updates from Cuisinart, Lennox, and more. Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase.
Come back after this one. Come back after this one.
Savings
Come
off
back after
regular
this
sale
one.
and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
This March, Wendy's has some amazing deals on their hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Like a juicy dip single for a buck. Fresh $2
It's such a good deal, we wrote a little ditty about it. Get it for a buck. Take single, take single.
Dave Alario to lead it off for Curtis. Alario at 258, no homers and 2 RBIs, and the first pitch of the game is on the way, and that is down for a ball. First pitch at 6:57 p.m., so a little bit early. Threw us off a little bit with the timing, but
your station for prep sports
1-0.
year-round. We are 106.1 WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
Nate Alario now takes the ball, so we're just underway. Nate Alario has taken 2 balls from Giancarlo Arancibia to start the game, and it is 2-0. Alario, 258, no homers, and 2 driven in on the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Alario, and that is high, so Arancibia falls beyond 3-0 right away. And his control has been impeccable this year. Look at those numbers with strikeouts and walks for Arancibia. It's been amazing. 3-0, and he just walked the leadoff man on 4 pitches. Go figure. Right away, just something you haven't seen at all, and the leadoff man is aboard. Arancibia with 32 strikeouts and 3 walks on the season, and he just walked the leadoff man on 4 pitches. David?
He missed at the bottom of the zone on the first 2 pitches, and then he kind of overthrew the next 2. He needs to find his rhythm as soon as he can.
Connor Michoud bats, left-handed hitter. Curtis will love to bunt. They love to run. They play the small ball extremely well this year. And a good lead for Alario. Check by Arancibia, ready with a pitch. And I guess that's low. So it's 1-0. These pitches are very close, but nothing's happening for the pitcher. 1-0 the count. 5 straight out of the zone. Kind of kicks around at the rubber, adjusting things, thinking about it. Play the hitter to hit to the off-field slightly, and the third baseman Nix is cheating in on this turf infield and grass outfield at Mike Miley. There's a swing at this pitch, and he skies it into short left. Ryan a long run, Ramirez a long run. Ramirez gets there and makes the catch. Surprised he was swinging?
I was. After 6 straight straight balls, but he hasn't missed by much. He's just right at the bottom of the strike zone. He kind of made the adjustment there.
Brad Chasson at 419. He's been terrific with a homer and 12 RBIs for the Patriots. Right-handed swinging third baseman. With Alario still at first with one out now. There he goes and stops, and the pitch just missed again. These pitches are close, but they're just out of the zone. It's 1-0. So a strike zone being established early. And again, Aaron Sebe doing a little groundwork around that rubbery surface of the pitching mound here at Miley. Alario bluffed going on that pitch. Not going, and a swing and a fly ball hit pretty well to right. Right fielder has an easy chance, though. And there to make the catch is Mendieta for out number 2. So a couple of lazy fly balls to the opposite field. And that's part of the deal. He's upper 80s to 90 with his fastball, so not easy to get around on.
No, and you think about it, he's thrown 8 pitches. He's only thrown 2 strikes. He's gotten 2 outs. So, that's one thing he's going to challenge the hitters. And again, he'll find his rhythm and get better as the game goes on.
Here's Bryce Hebert. Left-handed hitter, of course, the two-way player who's pitching tonight. Outstanding hitter. 265 on the year, but he has a home run, 11 driven in. See if they want to run with 2 outs. Aaron Sebe freezing the runner here intentionally. Never intended to throw a pitch there. He stepped off. Many ways to combat base running.
Yeah, and the biggest way is for the pitcher to vary his timing on every delivery.
Not going. Pitch is high. Klein came out of his crouch to feel that. Lenny does throw well. He's a good catcher. 1-0 the count. Returning starter for Raiders, who were in the state championship game a year ago. Again, Lake Charles lost a very tough 1-run game to Jesuit. There's a fastball right down the middle, and it's 1-1. See Brady Schmidt watching here tonight. I'm sure he'd probably like to put on a uniform and get out there. 1-1 the count. The Delgado team is littered with really good players from Archbishop Rummel and John Curtis Christian. 1-1, fouled back. Runner was going on that pitch. You know, it was just a matter of time, David, before he took off.
Yeah, he got a good jump as well.
Alario with 4 stolen bases on the season. Patriots have stolen 37, so they will run. And they're playing small ball more this year.
With 2 strikes, so Aaron Sebe is focusing on just getting the hitter, not worrying about the runner.
Ahead of Hebert 1-2. Aaron Sebe is stretching. There goes the runner. And it's a breaking ball. Foul third base side. Had him off stride with that off-speed pitch.
Yeah. The first one he's shown, it was a good one, too. It started down the inner part of the plate and ran in on the left-handed hitter.
So Alario getting a workout, twice running, and returning to first once more. And the count remains 1-2 here on Hebert. Giancarlo with a check of Alario, not going this time. Oh, where's that?
Inside.
Another close pitch, but he's not getting anything. Not getting the edge, and he's not getting the knees, and it's 2-2. So early on, a very, for lack of a better word, pretty tight strike zone.
Yeah, well, if you have 2 quality pitches like you do.
2-2. And again, over below, and now Alario will be running. And again, look at Aaron Sebe. You can see he's a bit frustrated. So it's 3-2, and he's right about now just trying to figure out where he needs to throw it other than right down the middle, which is where this one probably needs to be. And Alario will be taking off with a 3-2 count. There he goes. Payoff pitch, fouled out of play. Threw it right down the middle. Hebert fouled it off. Alario running for the 3rd time. We'll go back and he'll run for a 4th time.
You know, one of the things as a pitcher, you want to throw the ball down into the zone, and when you're not getting that strike, you have to elevate a little bit. And you're giving the hitter a little bit better chance if the ball's in the middle of the strike zone.
Play behind Alario now. When last we saw Giancarlo for Rummel, he was pitching at Gem, beating Catholic of Baton Rouge in the state semifinals a year ago. In Sulphur, there goes the runner. Breaking ball high, 2 on, 2 outs. So 2 walks issued for a guy that had walked 3 all year coming in. Not quite as sharp as we're accustomed to seeing him, and now an opportunity for Dagan Bruno, who's just a terrific all-sport star. State champion quarterback for Curtis will get a courtesy runner at first base. That's going to be Isaiah Spann. Bruno also a good player on the basketball team for Curtis. Now he's playing baseball, and oh, by the way, he's good here too. Excellent player. Spann runs at first. Ray Bear, the pitcher. 2 on, 2 outs. Giancarlo ready, pitching, and that's a strike call. Has to be. It's 0-1. Could hear the pop. He's got a good fastball. 0-1 the count. Of course, the pitch count to watch as well. Curtis, a patient team, no work counts, and they want to get him out of the game at that 115 pitch limit on this level. No balls and a strike. Stretch, pitch, threw the fastball by him. It's 0-2. Snap throw to second. Not close.
There's nothing mechanically that Giancarlo is doing. It's just the ball is just a little bit down in the zone and a little bit outside. Those 2 pitches were outstanding. Delivered them down in the zone for a strike and on the outer half of the plate.
0-2 the count on Dagan Bruno. Runners first and second. It's Hilario second. It's Span at first. Giancarlo is ready. And the 0-2. And a swing and a foul. He spoiled a high fastball.
Good pitcher's pitch on 0-2.
That's a pitch that he really controlled Catholic with in the semifinals a year ago, the high fastball. They just couldn't catch up to it. Crowd still filing in. It's as we expected, a really good crowd. 0-2 the count. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Arancibia. And he's low. Runner breaks for third. Throw is there, and he's out at third, and this inning's over. So Klein's got a cannon. He gunned him, and he's out easily at third on a stolen base attempt. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a runner stranded. Bottom of the first coming with no score. As we mentioned earlier, we lost a stalwart earlier today. Lydia Curtis passing away at the age of 75. Lydia, the wife of J.T. Curtis, the patriarch of John Curtis Christian School after his father founded it. Lydia has been battling a dreaded disease for quite some time. She's done it with faith. She's done it with courage. She's done it with conviction. Her family has been around her every step of the way. It's a wonderful family, one that we appreciate and have tremendous respect for. And obviously, this is a hard day. And the very fact that the Patriots are playing this evening speaks volumes about the thought process that they have regarding Lydia Curtis. A special person, a special friend. Godspeed to her. May the Lord take her into his beautiful kingdom of eternal life. Lydia Curtis. Bottom of the first inning coming with no score. Ken Trahan, David Beaudry with you from Mike Miley Stadium. Defensively, the Patriots have Bruno left, Hilario center, Gilbert in right. It's Chasson third, Ishu short, Curtis second, Washington first. Mitchell is the catcher, and on the mound is the right-hander Bryce Hebert. Saw him a year ago, and he was good last season. Hebert on the year has been simply outstanding for this team. He's been their ace, and he's out there in a first game situation at the start of Catholic League play, 3-0 with a 1.95 earned run average on the season. And he's pitched 14 in the third innings, allowed 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. He's walked 3 and struck out a couple on the year. Control pitcher. He's hit 4 batters. He has a save out of the bullpen as well, but he's out there to try to get this thing started in good shape for his team. He'll be facing Ramirez, Ryan, and Nix for the Raiders here in the bottom of the first inning.
You're certainly going to see Bryce use a little more breaking stuff and move the ball around the zone. He has the ability to throw a bunch of strikes, and he's going to challenge the hitters on both sides of the plate with those pitches.
Here's Ruben Ramirez, the spark plug for this team. Had a brilliant season in football for Rummel as a speedy wide receiver, and he can run. Ruben hitting .441 to lead this team with no homers and 7 RBI. He uses the whole field, and he can bunt. Right-handed hitter, first pitch on the way to Ruben. And that's outside again. That pitch just off the corner, and they're not going to give you that. It's 1-0. It's been established early on. You're going to have to get a piece of that plate. 1-0. That one is over but high, so it's 2-0. Third baseman Chasson cheating in. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Ruben swings and loops it into left field. That's dropping for a base hit. Well, he's had some season. Speed at first base with nobody out.
Fastball kind of rode in a little bit on Ruben. He was able to get his hands out, just get enough of it to slap it in the left field for a base hit.
Here is Mikey Ryan, the LSU signee at 423, no homers and 9 driven in for Mikey. Ramirez with outstanding speed at first base. Not going. Pitch in the dirt. He'll go now. That's a wild pitch. Ramirez scoots to second with nobody out. Frank Cazzo is really high on Ramirez and really trying to push him to the next level. He thinks he can absolutely play at the next level and really help somebody with the way he plays the game. A ball and no strikes on Ryan. Hebert ready and pitching. Breaking ball fisted towards second, but that's a good at bat. Get the runner to third with less than 2 outs as he's out at first. That's just good baseball. Hitting it behind the runner and getting a runner to third with less than 2 outs, David.
The first pitch was kind of an overhand breaking ball. That was a little from the side, kind of a slider. Mike was able to get enough of it. You want to move runners with nobody out, runner at second. At the end of your at bat, you want that runner sitting at third base.
And you get your leading RBI man up, the Louisiana Tech commit, the junior Gavin Nix, 324. He's got 2 homers. He leads the team at 21 RBI in just 12 games. Runner third, the pitch to Gavin. Swinging a foul. He had a rip at a fastball. It's 0-1. Nix playing third base this season after playing second last season as a sophomore. Committed early to Louisiana Tech last year. No balls in his strike, working from the stretch. Hebert with a runner, Ramirez at third. The pitch, breaking ball hammered towards short. The run will score. Throw him out at first. 1-0 Raiders. That's just excellent baseball, David. Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Yep, he was able to get to second base on the wild pitch with no outs and was able to be moved. And it doesn't take much, in a game like this, you want to draw first blood. The Raiders are able to get on the board.
2 outs, nobody on for Evan Berg, the Tulane commit. 308, no homers, and 7 driven in for Evan. The other 2 sports star. Pitch on the way. Swing and a foul. He had a big rip, but he was off speed. 0-1. Evan, of course, there's a quarterback for Rummel this year. Got hurt. Missed the rest of the season. He's recovered now. Been playing. He does intend to play football again his senior year, he's told us. Here's the 0-1. Up and in. Moved him back. It's 1-1. Of course, Evan not only played quarterback, but played wide receiver as well. He's just a good athlete. Evan, like 6'1", about 190 pounds. 1-1 the count. And the next pitch on the way. Good breaking ball. Strike call from Hebert. And it's 1-2.
That's what Hebert's going to continue to do. He's just going to mix his pitches, throwing both sides of the plate.
1-2. Breaking ball fouled back to the netting. So it holds at 1-2. Another pitch. Ground ball to second. He was behind that one. Curtis gobbles it up. Easy chance. Throws out the Speedy Bird. And the inning is over. Rummel with a run on a hit. And nobody left. After 1-0 Raiders. It's Rummel Baseball on the Ticket 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com.
Ulta Beauty's semi-annual beauty event is happening now. Unleash your love.
On to the second inning, 1-0 Archbishop Rummel on top of John Curtis Christian. Ken Trahan with David Beaudry. Giancarlo Arancibia back to the mound. He only threw 9 strikes out of 20 pitches in the first, and he walked a couple, but he got out of it. And oftentimes when good pitchers struggle like that early, David, and they escape without damage, they settle in.
Coach Bertman used to call it the twos, in the first inning coming out of the bullpen. You really have to be ready to go. As the game wears on, you get a little more amped up. He'll come out this inning, he'll be much sharper.
Dagan Bruno was up there when Valerio was out stealing in the last half inning. He took a ball down and out. It's 1-0. He's not been able to get ahead of hitters early on in this game. And Curtis is going to make him throw pitches. That is the strategy. There's the 1-0 pitch. And he swings and fouls that. It's 1-1. And they haven't been able to get around on the fastball early on in this game, but it's a very good one.
Yeah, that was a ball a little bit on the outer half as well.
Ball and a strike. Aaron Sebia, the sign from Klein. Ready with the next one. Jammed him badly. Popped up right side. Playable. Bernard foul territory. Will make the catch for out number one. Bruno is retired. Jason Curtis will bat.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Jason Curtis.
Jason at 370, no homers, 6 RBIs, and yes, the family legacy continues. Sure, Johnny is, I would imagine Johnny's here tonight. Don't know about JT, he's usually here for every game. First pitch on the way. Swinging a foul back to the netting, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike on Jason Curtis, second baseman. Lights taking full effect as nightfall has arrived here in Metairie. The 0-1. Breaking ball down and out, back toward the backstop. It's 1-1. Frank Cazzo has talked about how Aaron Sebia's breaking ball is much better this year. His fastball's 2, 3, sometimes 4 miles an hour faster. There's the 1-1 pitch. That's down and out. It's 2-1. Hasn't quite found the normal sharpness that we are accustomed to seeing from him. 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch on the way. Foul back. It's 2-2.
Early in the game, he may be trying to be very fine, on the outer half or, down in the zone to make those guys swing and miss. His stuff's good enough. He can give it a little bit inside the white, and those guys still have to catch up to it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Climb the sign. Aaron Sebia with the 2-2. And again, not going to get the call. On the corner, right around the knees, and he's not going to get the call. And it's 3-2. And again, this could be a long night based on what we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Both ways.
He didn't like that at all. He thought he had the strikeout.
Payoff pitch down, a swing and a flat liner right to first. Gennard has it for the out. Good contact from Curtis. The other way, but right at Gennard for out number 2. Yeah, it can really get to you as a pitcher when you're not getting calls and you're trying outside edge, knees, whatever. I mean, these are places you have to live. Otherwise, you're just throwing it right down the middle. It's 2 gone for Tyler Mitchell. That's applicable to both teams.
Sure, absolutely.
Pitch to Mitchell. That's a breaking ball down and away, 1-0.
But as a seasoned veteran as Giancarlo is, he just has to not worry about the previous pitches. Just what's important now is this pitch right here, every time.
167 hitter, no homers, an RBI for Mitchell. Closed stance right side, 1-0 pitch on the way. That's got to be a strike. It's 1-1. Rummel side is completely full now in this ballpark, even on a weeknight. 1-1 the count. A good crowd for Curtis as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's away, and it's 2-1. Again, the Patriots are not going out of the zone. Again, the strategy is clear about working that pitch count. Trying to get to someone else later on. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He threw it by him. It's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on. Aaron Sebia gets the sign ready with the 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. He blew it by him. His first strikeout, inning over with nothing across. On to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Raiders. It's Rummel Baseball on the ticket, 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com. 1-0 on John Curtis, heading to the bottom of the second. Raiders will have Gennard, Klein, and Perrott against Bryce Hebert, who used only 12 pitches in the first. 7 were strikes. Early impressions, David, about what we're seeing?
Tight strike zone, but both pitchers have done a good job of kind of coming back and understanding what they have to do. Great at bats by the Raiders in the first inning. Ramirez at second, able to move him, and then score him on ground balls.
Hebert finishing his warm-up tosses. And Gennard to lead it off in the second inning for the Raiders. Of course, another great legacy family at Rummel. Ryan Gennard, a great player. Archbishop Rummel's Athletic Hall of Fame now. His son, Aiden.
His dad got a few hits against the Eagles when I was at Shaw.
You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
About 13 in 2 games.
Way to go, Ryan. Here's Aiden at 205, no homers, 5 driven in. And he takes a strike called. It's 0-1. So that's a pitch we haven't seen called previously, but it is here. No balls and a strike. Hopefully that remains the case both ways. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. That's Hebert's best pitch.
Yeah, two in a row. 2 overhand curveballs in a row, both down on his side.
And he's got 0-2 on Gennard now. He has to protect. Hebert working quickly, delivers the 0-2. Sweeper is way outside and high. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And as you know, when you throw a steady diet of breaking balls, it makes that fastball look like it's coming a little quicker, too. Hard for hitters to adjust.
Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a fly ball hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder's back. He's at the track. At the wall. It is gone. Aiden Gennard makes his dad proud as he hammers one over the board in left center field, and the Raiders take a 2-0 lead. No doubt about that one, Dave.
He got a fastball. He jumped all over it. Breaking 2 curveballs and a little slider, and then he threw the fastball, tried to sneak it past him on the inside. Aiden was able to drive his hands out to it and hit it really well.
Well, Gennard filling the shoes of Rhett Centeni at first base and making Rhett pretty proud who's watching.
Pretty big shoes to fill, aren't they?
Aiden says, I can do it, no problem. Here's Lenny Klein. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball, Lenny. Returning starter behind the plate. 222, no homers, and 4 driven in. And another strike. Good pitch, 0-2. So he's been ahead 0-2 on both hitters here in this inning. Oh-2. Off the plate, showed him the fastball away. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Front door breaking ball missed high and tight. So it's 2-2. Started at the hitter, try to bend it over. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and another pitch, and Klein fouls it back to stay alive. At 2-2. Got the flag dead still in center field. No wind at all.
Yeah, Klein's done a good job of laying off that breaking ball. I think he's going to get one here.
On 2-2, here it is. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's good movement from Hebert, out number 1 of the inning, and the first strikeout is recorded.
And the thing that he does, he throws that overhand one, which goes down, and then the one that comes from the side, it kind of changes the eye level of the hitter. Very effective pitches.
Here's Connor Perrott, the DH at 250, no homers, an RBI. 2-way player, also pitches. And he takes a fast one again, not getting that call just off the plate away. It's 1-0.
It's a ball length and a half off the plate. Some nights you get it, some nights you don't. And so far, and this umpire will be consistent the whole night.
Perrott takes a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. The sophomore, the good future, is a good-looking kid. 6'2", 180. 1-1 the count. Connor waits. Next pitch is on the way. And a little roller foul on the breaking ball. It's 1-2. And that's the key for Hebert getting ahead, where he can use that breaking ball ahead of the count. And the key for Rummel's not to be behind in the count.
He can do both, pitch behind and throw the breaking ball early in the count, and then use the fastball later. But if he gets ahead, it kind of keeps the hitter guessing.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball, missed the outside edge. 2-2. Catcher tried to frame it, but not going to get the call. 2-2.
No, it's been established. That's just not a strike, and honestly, it really isn't.
That one was not.
Right.
It was a good 1-2 pitch, though.
Oh, then no question.
2-2. Fastball fouled by Perrott to stay alive. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Rummel 2 and John Curtis nothing. Here from Mike Miley Stadium in Metairie. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next one. Breaking ball hit to second. Curtis has it. Throws to first to Washington for out number 2. Perrott retired. Dominic Mendieta will bat, the right fielder. 208. He has a home run and 4 RBI. He has some power. Now, Rummel's starter normally is Gavin Kennedy. Gavin had broken hamate bone, and he's back, but he's still not 100% swinging the bat. You might see him in the game at some point. Gavin's a really good player at junior, but Dominic has stepped in and played very well. Take one down for ball 1.
That's not an injury you hear a lot about. Of course, Warren Morris had it for LSU, and now we have one at Delgado and one here at Rummel.
Yeah, Giovanni Lasciardi.
Yes.
At Delgado. There's a swing and a looping liner to second, caught by Curtis. And the inning is over with a run on the home run. The only hit. Nobody left after 2. Raiders 2, Patriots nothing. Here on the Ticket 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com.
Hi, I'm Henry.
Juan Washington leads off the top of the third. 2-0 Rummel on top. Swings and pops up the first pitch, first base side, and it drops foul. Boy, that's a ball that hung up, but they couldn't quite get there. That's an out you'd like to grab, but couldn't get there. It's 0-1. That was pitch number 35 for Aaron Sebia. High school baseball and Crescent City Sports brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market. Must be a reason. 0-1 on Washington. Right-handed hitter back in. He's off to a 360 start with 5 driven in. It's out of a crouch from the right side. Aaron Sebia taking a lot of time. Gets the one he wants, the 0-1. Breaking ball, beauty, strike call. That's his best hook thus far, and it's 0-2. And if he has that pitch, he's going to be really difficult to hit, Dave.
Again, he was better in the second than the first. He'll probably be better in this inning than he was last inning.
No balls, 2 strikes. Giancarlo brings it. Fastball away, 1-2. Takes a little quick stroll behind the mound. Now walks back up and toes the rubber. 1-2 on Washington, leading off the top of the third inning. Aaron Sebia ready, and he is pitching. It's up and in. It's 2-2. So again, not where he wanted that one. Still isn't quite that razor-sharp guy that we've seen on many occasions. 2-2 the count. Here's another on the way. And that's a breaking ball. The dirt off from 0-2 to 3-2.
After the 0-2, he threw the fastball way off the plate and went breaking ball.
3 balls and 2 strikes. See some Chappelle softball players here. They played earlier this afternoon. Payoff pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to first. Gennard will make the play unassisted for out number 1.
Unassisted play by...
He needed 6 pitches, but got the out, and here's Dylan Gilbert.
Now batting right fielder, number 7, Dylan Gilbert.
Gilbert at 308, a homer, 6 RBI. Tough player, gives you that second leadoff type man in the 9 spot. Gillen will take his time getting in. First pitch is on the way. High fastball, 1-0. Defense hasn't really shifted much. Infield has him slightly to pull. Outfield slightly the other way. Here's the 0-1, 1-0 rather. That's way outside, 2-0. So falls behind here.
Third baseman playing a little cat and mouse, maybe looking for a attempted drag bunt, but other than that, they've been playing pretty straight up in the infield.
Patriots have played the small ball game well this year. That's a fast strike. It's 2-1. Gilbert making him throw one. Wisely. 2 balls and a strike. Same 2 teams here tomorrow night in the second game of the 2-game series, which is what this league does. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a foul late on it. Right side, it's now even at 2-2. You like that format, David?
Yes, I do. One of the things that it doesn't allow, a lot of times going back in history, traditionally, you may see the same pitcher both district games against an opponent. This is certainly better. And with 3 out of 2s, in order to get, into the Sulphur and eventually at Sulphur, you have to expand your pitching staffs. A lot of times back we used to maybe have 2 starters and about 3 or 4 guys that could relieve.
Aaron Sebia delivered a ball, and now on 3-2, a pop foul back and not playable. Up on the roof, holding at 3-2, so a second consecutive full count that he's had in the third of the game already. Again, that's really going to be a big part of this story, is to watch his pitch count.
Yeah,
because that is clearly the big ticket in this game for John Curtis, is to get him out of there.
I mean, give the Curtis hitters credit. They are not going out the strike zone.
3 balls, 2 strikes, another payoff pitch on the way, and a check swing into the mitt. He struck him out. Foul tip for out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Aaron Sebia, 1 time through the lineup. And now back to the top of the order, Nate Alario. He walked on 4 pitches his first time to start the ball game. Nate in from the right side. First pitch from Aaron Sebia. Fastball, and again, not going to get the call. Just off the plate, at the knees, 1-0. That's been consistent from the get-go. Whether you like it or not, it is consistent. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. High, 2-0. So the obvious is the game plays better when strikes are called. At the same time, you don't want a strike zone that's ridiculous or too liberal.
No,
it takes the bats out of the hands.
Especially with quality pitches like we have tonight.
2-0 pitch. That is a strike, and it is 2-1. And again, Alario making him throw one.
And again, traditionally, the group out of New Orleans does the very best job of setting a strike zone early in the game and staying consistent with it.
2-1 is fouled back to the netting. It's 2-2.
You go to other places in our state, in Baton Rouge, and no disrespect to those guys, but from the first inning to the third, it's completely different, and you just want to know what is going to be a strike and what is going to be a ball. And so far, the home plate umpire has done that the entire time.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and another pitch on the way to Alario. Breaking ball beat on the ground to second. Gobbled up, Fry. Throw him out. Inning over. 1-2-3 inning. Aaron Sevia's set down 6 in a row. We head to the bottom of the third. Still 2-0 Rummel over John Curtis here on the Ticket 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com. the third inning. 2-0 Raiders lead the Patriots, along with David Beaudry, Ken Trahan, from Mike Miley Stadium. And high school baseball on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Rhino Shield Mid-South. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Rhino Shield resists chipping, cracking, flaking, or peeling, and is backed by a 25-year warranty. Get your free estimate. Visit rhinoshieldmidsouth.com or call 833-233-7181. Brant Fry leads off the bottom of the third. Young man's been good. 360 with 3 RBIs for Brant. First pitch on the way. And a swing and a ground ball slowly toward short. Coming to get it, Mishu. Gloves it, throws it. He made it look easy. 1 out. Good play by Mishu.
Very good play. Had to get rid of it. Hit it with good wheels down the line. He came, set his feet, made a good throw.
Fry retired. Back to the top of the order. Ruben Ramirez. He singled the left. His first time and scored the first Raider run. It's 1 pitch, 1 out. Hebert's been much more economical thus far. He's only at 31 pitches compared to 52 for Aaron Sebia. Here's Ramirez. First pitch. Ruben takes a breaking ball low, 1-0. And the third baseman, Chasson, cheating in. So is the first baseman, Washington. There's the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a fly ball to right, slicing toward the line. Right fielder on the run, on the run, on the run. Dives, laid out, didn't catch it. I believe it's foul.
Yeah.
It is foul. So good call. Running hard, Gilbert diving, laying out, got a piece of it, but couldn't pull it in. It's just a foul ball. Ramirez was all the way to second. Races back. Or walks back to the plate, I should say. It's 1-1. As I said earlier, he'll use the whole field. Single to left earlier. Hits this ball to right. Gilbon, he's a pest. He's tough.
He jumped out in front of that a little bit. He kind of, got under it. He lets that ball get a little deeper. He can drive it into the right center field gap.
Ball and a strike with 1 out. Next pitch on the way to Ruben. Breaking ball missed away. It's 2-1. Patriots 9-2 on the season. Raiders 8-4. Rummel played 4 games in Houston area against some high level competition. 2-1. There's a swing and a pop-up into right field. Should be easy. Right fielder coasting under it. There to make the catch is Gilbert for out number 2. Frank Cazzo telling us they faced a couple of pitchers, one throwing 94, another throwing 95, 96 consistently. That's going to only help you down the road. The only problem with that was they hit 2 batters.
Yeah.
Ryan, who's up now, got hit in the head. Berg got hit in the hand area. Here's Mikey. Grounded to second his first time, but advanced a runner who eventually scored. And he takes a breaking ball strike. Good pitch from Hebert. He's able to throw that breaking ball for a strike with consistency.
And throw it down in the zone.
0-1. Breaking ball down and out. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and out. So 3 straight hooks, and it's 2-1. Two and 1 the count. Here it is. Fastball away, 3-1.
It's working exclusively on the outer half to Mike.
Three balls and a strike and another. Ryan took it high. He's on. So a 2-out walk issued is the first walk given by Hebert. Good speed aboard, and here's Gavin Nix, who drove in the run in the first inning with a ground out to short. Now has 22 RBI to lead this team. Check of the runner, not going. Pitches in the dirt, a breaking ball. Blocked by Mitchell, keeps Ryan at first. It's 1-0.
The Raiders with 28 stolen bases on the year, but Mikey has 5. Ramirez has 12, so you may see something.
Yeah, right at the top, those guys run. Throw to first, runner back. Mitchell has a good throwing arm behind the plate. Ryan going, the pitch is down. The throw down is a good one, but Ryan simply outran the ball.
Great jump, too. He got a tremendous jump.
So a stolen base for Mikey Ryan is his 6th, and he puts himself in scoring position here with 2 outs as a result.
And that was a breaking ball as well.
It was.
Catcher did a great job of coming up and throwing it. Just too much on the front end of the play that affected the throw.
Did he call that a strike? Thought that pitch was down. Haven't gotten it. I was looking for the indication. Well, I believe it's 2-0 on Nix. We shall see. Stretch and the pitch, and he swung at it and fouled it left side, so he was hacking. And again, I believe 2-1. We'll check that. We get an indication from the home plate umpire. Oftentimes they'll see the scoreboard, and if it's not right, they'll let you know. 2-1. There we go. Yeah, that second pitch was low, and I just wanted to make sure. 2 balls and a strike, so Nix was swinging there, trying to drive in a run, but fouled it. Ryan at second with a lead. Base hit will likely score him. Nick steps out. And right now the Patriot defense is playing more up the middle, which means Ryan gets a pretty decent lead off second. Stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball under the hands. And it's 2-2.
Gavin would like that pitch back. That he got way out in front of that if he could have stayed back. Just drive it to the 3-4 hole for a single.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There goes Ryan. The pitch is swung on and fly to left. Should end the inning. Over toward the line. Bruno still going. He's there, and he's got it. Crossing into foul territory. Inning over with no runs, no hits, no errors. First man left for Rummel. We've played 3-2-0 Raiders over the Patriots here on the Ticket 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com.
No errors. 1 run left on base.
Does your
Two runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left Rummel. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left John Curtis. Giancarlo Arancibia with 52 pitches heading to the 4th inning. He's walked 2, he's fanned 2. And he'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Curtis. Connor Michoud, Brad Chasson, and Bryce Hebert for the Patriots here in the 4th.
Kind of be interesting to see, now that the lineup has turned over and Giancarlo's at 52, if they'll challenge hitters a little more, not nibble on the outer half as much.
Michoud flew out to left his first time. In from the left side out of an open stance. First one on the way. And that's a strike called. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Fisted foul to the netting. It's 0-2. Again, same 2 teams here tomorrow evening. Wrap up the 2-game series. Tomorrow night will be the Patriots' home game. No balls and 2 strikes. Another on the way. Swinging a pop-up. Short center. Who wants it? The shortstop out. The center fielder in. Shortstop. Ryan on the outfield turf makes the grab for out number 1. And I say turf because right behind the turf infield, you have a small portion of turf in the outfield area. Then you have grass. So it's pretty tricky in terms of your steps.
A little bit of slope as well. Now you saw in that sequence, Klein set up right behind the dish on all 3 pitches. It looks like they are going to try to challenge those hitters a little more.
Here's Chasson, who flew out to right his first time, and he swings and fouls it out of play right side. Again, the biggest thing is they just haven't been able to pull the ball. I mean, everything they've hit has been the opposite way.
I mean, I think Aiden Gennard has 4 putouts in the game off of right-handed hitters. That just shows you that they're not getting to that fastball.
0-1 on Chasson. Here's another on the way. Breaking ball, dandy, strike call. And it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Brad Chasson. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball, left that inner portion, and he fouled it left side. Not necessarily where he wanted that one. So it remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a pop up into center field. Who wants it? The center fielder surrounding it is there. And putting it away is Berg for out number 2. So 2 disposed of. 8 straight retired by Aaron Sebia. And here is Bryce Hebert.
And again, he's a seasoned veteran. So he's a seasoned veteran. This has been good. 2 good pitch sequences thus far this inning.
The pitch. Fastball away and high, 1-0. First time he's fallen behind. First ball he's thrown in the inning. Fastball high again, 2-0. And again, you said it earlier. John Curtis not swinging at anything. I mean, nothing out of the zone.
No, plate discipline's been outstanding.
2-0 is a fastball, 2-1 as he gets it over.
And they've been taking 2-0s some, when he was behind earlier, and making throw that extra pitch.
2-1. Missed the inside edge, 3-1. So he was hoping for the quick inning to keep the pitch count down, but 3-1 now. 3-1, and he missed. So another walk. That's walk number 3 issued by Giancarlo. He had 3 walks the whole season coming in, and he's walked 3 already in this one. Here's Dagan Bruno, popped out to first his first time, and they're going to run span, so they want to run here.
And again, it goes back to what you're saying about John Curtis's approach. They're making him throw strikes. They're not going out the strike zone. They're taking 2-0 strikes. When he throws them, they're going to. And like you said, they probably want to try to see if they can get him out the game as soon as possible.
Here's Bruno. Keep an eye on Span at first. He has a very good lead. Not going. Pitch is swung on and popped straight up. Foul territory. Can anybody make the play? The answer is no. That's a ball that has to be caught.
That's the first baseman's ball.
I mean, that's got to be caught. That ball's hanging up forever. That's tough for the catcher. I mean, that's got to be caught. But that means more pitches, and that means a free swing or 2, and it's 0-1.
Now, if Aiden was behind to the back of the first base, he would have no chance at that ball. But because he was holding him on and got a good jump, he should have taken control and taken over that ball.
No balls and a strike on Bruno. He has a life. And a throw over to check Span. Nothing Rummel here in the top of the 4th inning. Aaron Sebia is stretching and pitching. Breaking ball, strike called. And it's 0-2 again. They're making him throw strikes. I mean, even though that's a strike, he's taking it. It was a breaking ball, and he didn't want that one. So it's 0-2. See if they run Span with a 2-strike count. Not going. Fastball foul back. Keeping the at-bat alive. He's a huge strikeout pitcher, as we mentioned.
Yeah, that's an outstanding 0-2, too. It's at the top of the zone. Good job by the hitter to fight it off.
As mentioned, coming in, Giancarlo had 32 strikeouts in 16 innings. Patriots have only fanned twice thus far. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, down and out, 1-2.
And
his only loss was in Houston when he allowed no earned runs and he made an error himself, which cost him the game.
I mean, one of the things early in the season, as you know, it's a little bit cooler. Hitters aren't as ready to go. And I'm not taking anything away from Giancarlo. You're going to get more swings and misses early in the season.
Span a lead, not going. Pitch is grounded to second, slowly. Fry to first, inning over. No runs, no hits, one left. Second stranded by the Patriots, who have yet to get a hit. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Raiders, here on CrescentCitySports.com and The Ticket, 106.1 FM.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 Rummel over John Curtis. And here in the fourth inning, it will be Evan Berg, Aiden Gernard, and Lenny Klein against Bryce Hebert. Hebert has thrown 45 pitches in 3 innings. 26 have been strikes. He's walked 1, he's fanned 1. Evan Berg leads it off. The Tulane commit grounded out to second to end the first inning. First pitch is a breaking ball down and out. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. The next breaking ball, good swing, foul back. That was a good hack by Berg. Couldn't square it up. 1-1.
He was right on that one, that fastball in the upper part of the zone.
Berg back in, 1-1 the count. And Hebert brings another. Breaking ball swung on and flied to right. Right fielder coming over. Easy chance is there. Putting it away. Gilbert for out number 1. Here's Aiden Gernard, who hit the home run his first time to left center field. Got a fastball that he jumped all over.
0-2 fastball last time. They went breaking ball. You'll probably see a steady diet of breaking balls here. And Bryce is doing a great job of throwing strikes with that pitch.
First pitch on the way. That's high. Fastball from Hebert, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball hammered to center, a base hit. Oh, he waited patiently on that, David. You can see that's what he was expecting.
Yes.
Just the way he kept his hands back.
That's a very, very quality approach, for an at-bat after seeing 2 last time and jumping on the curve, fastball. That time he got a first pitch fastball and figured, hey, they're going to throw it here. He didn't jump out in front, stayed behind it, and hit a base hit up the middle.
Lenny Klein struck out swinging his first time. Gernard a short lead. Draws a throw nonetheless. As he gets back in. Aiden is not still on a base.
Does not have his daddy's speed.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late on the fastball. That looked like a situation where Klein was looking off speed.
Yes.
And the fastball got by him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you throw so many breaking balls for strikes, that makes that fastball, comes in a little bit. It seems like it comes in a little bit harder.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is high. And it's 1-1. To Lenny Klein. Runner first, 1 out. The pitch. Down, and it's 2-1. Stay with the breaking ball.
You know, as much as the college game has become about velocity, you know, throwing fastballs really hard, the high school game is not like that. You can still throw breaking balls. You have to keep throwing strikes with it, and then you set yourself up to throw fastballs past hitters.
Throw the first runner back. Stretch pitch. High, so now 3-1 to Klein. And scanning my score sheet, this is only the second 3-ball count that Hebert's had. He's pitched ahead in the count throughout. 3 balls and a strike. Klein waits, runner not going. Swung on and missed. Got the fastball by him, so it's 3-2. So you'd think about starting the runner here, but I don't think so. Got to trust contact, and hasn't been able to make it yet. 3-2 the count from the stretch time call by the hitter. Klein steps out wearing number 22 on his white jersey. Settles back in. 3-2 the count. Not going. Ball 4 outside. So walk number 2 issued by Hebert. And for the first time, the Raiders have 2 on in the same inning. And here's Connor Perrott, who grounded out to second his first time. We'll get a runner at first base for the Raiders. That's going to be, that is Gavin Kennedy, who's going to run at first. So Kennedy will run at first. And we'll get a visit to the mound.
And, of course, I know that is your favorite rule.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm happy to see Gavin. He's a really good player.
He is.
And he'll make this team so much better when he's able to hit. You can see where he's a mid. He's swung about a few times in games, but not much. Not quite back yet. Right. And, boy, that kid's an on-base machine. He's got a great eye at the plate, disciplined hitter, good player. He's already drawing interest from Suno, from Dillard, and others, and he's just a junior. But you want to make sure he's full go when you put him back out there in that role.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with John Curtis being second right now in the power rankings, Rummel being fourth, both these teams are going to be playoff teams. And again, that's a long, hard run, you know, with 2 out of 3s. Hopefully you can get up towards the top and draw a bye. But if not, you have to win 3 out of 3s, 2 out of 3s to get to Sulphur. You know, he gets back in time to start swinging the bat then. That'll be big for the Raiders.
There's a long visit to the mound. It was broken up finally.
Next for the Raiders, designated hitter number 20, Connor Perrott.
There's Connor Perrott, grounded out to second his first time. Bats with 2 on, 1 out. Bernard second, Kennedy at first. Stretch Hebert, pitch on the way. Swing and a pop-up on the first pitch. That'll be easy. Infield fly rule in effect. Second baseman making the catch. Curtis for out number 2. So big 1 pitch out for Hebert after the long visit. Takes a 2-out hit from Mendieta, who lined out to second his first time.
First pitch breaking ball and kind of jumped on it, but he was right underneath it.
Here's Mendieta. First pitch is away for ball 1. Mendieta, right-handed swinger. Junior outfielder waits for the 1-0, which is on the way. In the dirt, 2-0.
And here's what you need to know.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
And it's 2-0. Check of the runners. Pitch is on the way. That's a fast strike over the outside edge. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Mendieta. Runners away first and second. Long look. 2-1 pitch. That is low. And it's 3-1. So another 3-ball count. We hadn't seen that. This first inning, it's really been that way for Hebert. So now you look fastball if you're Mendieta. 3-1 the count. Runners lead first and second. And the 3-1 pitch. And he took it high. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Brant Fry. 2 walks in the inning. A big spot here for Fry, the second baseman. Grounded to short his first time.
Second baseman, number 15, Brant Fry.
The junior. I want to talk to Frank Cazzo, who has an idea about how he wants him to approach this. What do you tell a kid here?
He's taking a strike. If I'm coaching, he's a non-hold hitter, want to turn the lineup over and get to 1-2 and then protect the plate and put the ball in play. He's not looking for the walk, but he's not going to swing at anything he can't handle or anything off the plate.
Hebert's going to work from the full windup here with the bases loaded. The pitch, and he's low for ball 1, and the catcher liked the pitch, hesitated to throw it back. 1-0. Mitchell. Again, this has been that way from the start, whether low or corner or off the corner. Here's the 1-0. That's way outside and high. 2-0. So to your point, taking a pitch here.
Yeah. The thing with winding up 2, it almost assures a single is going to score 2. With Kennedy, especially with Kennedy at second base.
There is action in the John Curtis bullpen when they went to visit the mound earlier. The action going, getting someone hot. 2-0 the count here. Fry, you would think, is taking here. On 2-0. Here it comes. That is a strike. Just to get me over fastball there, and it's 2-1. Smart pitch. Pitcher knows he's taking.
He's going to expand a little bit, but he should be very patient here.
2-1. Swinging a foul, so now it's even 2-2.
That was a pitch to hit.
And really didn't do much with it. Just poked it out of play right side. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With the bases loaded here. Big spot in the game for both teams. Fry, call time, gets back in. Driven in 3 on the year. The 2-2 pitch from Hebert, and a breaking ball struck him out looking. Perfect pitch, inning over. In the inning, no runs and a hit, and 3 big ones left on base. 4 left for Rummel after 4. Raiders lead it 2-0 here on Crescent City Sports and at the Ticket 106.1 FM. Great job by Hebert to pitch out of a bases-loaded situation. Got a big strikeout to end the 4th. We're on to the 5th. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 4 left for Rummel. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left for the Patriots. See if that pumps the Patriots up and gets them going. Some momentum. Jason Curtis to lead it off against Giancarlo Arancibia, who right now is at 69 pitches in 4 innings. He has walked 3. He has struck out 2. They have made him work, and they have put the ball in play. And here in the 5th, Jason Curtis will lead off, but they have not made a hit and really haven't threatened in that regard yet.
No, and again, he can go right after hitters until, they're able to put barrels on the ball.
Here's Jason Curtis. He did make good contact, line to first back in the 2nd inning. It's the best contact they've made thus far against Arancibia, whose 70th pitch is low. So it is 1-0. The 1-0. Grounded foul, third base side. It's 1-1. Think about that Delgado team. We got Alex Lagasse, Logan O'Neill, Josh Eames from John Curtis Christian. Got the Brett Centani, Brady Schmidt, Shane Hurstius from Rummel. That's outside and high. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, there's quite a Catholic League flair on the Delgado team. Coach Sherman gets to see a bunch of those guys like Kirsch Rooney.
2 balls and a strike on Jason Curtis leading off the 5th. The pitch, a swing and a fly ball into right, should be handled toward the line, and there to put it away is Mendieta for out number 1.
Good pitcher's pitch there, out of half. Not a whole bunch of hitter can do with it.
Tyler Mitchell struck out swinging in the 2nd. That's here in the 5th. Mitchell taking his time getting in. Now ready. First offering is a fast strike. It's 0-1. Does not seem to have lost anything on his fastball.
Not at all.
No balls and a strike. Next one on the way. High, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike. And another. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-1. These two teams split the regular season series a year ago. Curtis had dominated pretty much prior to that in this particular series. 2 balls and a strike. Another. Low, I suppose, and it is 3-1. Over but low. Aaron Sebia again wanted it. Didn't get it. So now he's behind 3-1. And Mitchell takes one down the middle. They're just going to make him keep throwing pitches. So they don't mind taking a strike to get to 3-2. That's, again, that was the strategy from the start here. Payoff pitch on the way from Giancarlo. And he walked him, not even close. So that's walk number 4. And another base runner brings the tying run to the plate. Good speed aboard, too. And here is Juan Washington, who grounded to first his first time. Jeff Curtis wants to talk to him because Frank Cazzo is coming to the mound to have a conversation with his hurler. And you can almost imagine you're a coach. It's like they're not hitting you. They're not making any hard contact. Throw strikes.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like he's not out there trying. But
of course not.
He's missing down, and again, that's been established since the first part of the game that's not going to be called.
Yeah, we mentioned coming in, he had just 3 walks on the season, and he's walked 4 in this game. Jeff Curtis having a conversation with the home plate umpire. We might see some kind of move to be made here. I don't see anybody down at first base. All right, so there goes Mitchell down the first. And it will be Juan Washington to bat, who grounded to first his first time.
Batting is first baseman number 21, Juan Washington.
Here's Washington from the right side. Stretch, step off. Hitter steps out. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch on the way. That's a fast strike, and again, they'll take it's 0-1. I'm looking at my scorecard. They haven't had a first pitch on the whole game. They're making him throw strikes. Yep. 0-1 the count. Had a couple of 1-0 swings back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Check swing foul on a high fastball. Now it's 0-2. That's what they haven't done is off or out of the zone. That was a little bit high, but started the hands, couldn't stop, and the bat found the ball. Or the ball found the bat.
Right, and you have to kind of quicken your hands up a little bit, and you just got a little bit out in front of that one.
No balls, 2 strikes. Check out the runner. The pitch, breaking ball, and he hits it foul. Out of play, so he went to the hook. Washington stays alive.
Good job by the hitter to fight that pitch off. That was a very difficult pitch to hit.
Again, Mitchell will lead from first. Aaron Sebia taking his time. He'll stretch now. And he'll toss over to first base. Giancarlo, the sign from Klein. 0-2, fastball high and away. 1-2, not going to offer. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. And finally rings him up. Had to wait for that signal. Probably called it, but we can't hear it.
Right.
But that pitch was a strike, and he struck him out for out number 2. Strikeout number 3. We're not in a position where we're hearing. We have to see visual, and we wait for that sign. We're going to get a runner at first now. Kevin Hogan. So Hogan will run at first for Mitchell with 2 outs. And here's Dylan Gilbert, struck out swinging his first time. Stretch pitch. Again, not getting that call. That's at the letters right down the middle. Call ball 1. So you're not going to get the high one. You're not going to get the real low one, and you're not going to get the corner very much either.
It's a good tight strike zone, but it's very consistent.
Well, I wouldn't call it a good one. I'd just say it's consistent for sure. That's ball down and out, and it's 2-0. Frankly, it speaks to just how well the 2 pitchers have thrown, considering it's been that tight. But most importantly, now you look at the pitch count. 2-0 the count. Not projecting him to go the distance the way the game is unfolded right now. 2-0 the count, the pitch, and he's going to take one. And again, that's the whole strategy. You know it's a strike, but it doesn't matter. You're getting that pitch count up. It's 2-1. Because now you're talking 87 and you got 115. So do the math. You got 28 left. And the shortest inning he's had is 14 pitches. 2-1 the count, the pitch. That's high. So now he's 3-1, and now he's in danger of walking a second hitter and turning the lineup over. It's just a 2-run lead, not much to work with. Rummel had a bases-loaded chance in the 4th, could not take advantage of it. So it is 3-1 now. You want to bet he's taking here?
I would think he is.
Mm-hmm. He is, and he's going to walk. So another walk issue. That's 5, and now 2 on, 2 outs, and now comes the top of the order, and Nate Hilario. And again,
now batting center fielder.
I'm sure Aaron Seavey is frustrated. I mean, again, no disrespect to anyone. I have enormous respect for the umpires. I love these guys. They do a fantastic job. But sometimes strike zones are liberal, and sometimes they're very tight. Tonight, the latter is true. And Curtis knows it. Jeff Curtis has his players taking. Here's Hilario. Here's the pitch. He swung at the first one and flies it to center for Bird. He's there. A 1-pitch out ends the inning. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits. 2 stranded for the Patriots. They've left 4. Let's take a stretch from Mike Miley, where Rummel leads John Curtis 2-0 here on the Ticket, 106.1 FM, and at CrescentCitySports.com. Raiders. If you're Frank Gazzo, you're thinking, We need to get another run or two here because right now Aaron Seavey is at 90 pitches in 5 innings. He's only got 25 pitches left. And I'm looking at the innings. He's used 20, 14, 18, 17, and 21. So you project that out.
Yeah,
the odds of him only using 25 pitches in 2 innings are pretty slim. To that end, there's action in the Rummel bullpen.
I would think he would not come out for the 7th. He'll come out for the 6th with the 2, 3, 4 hitters up, but they'll have somebody else going in the 7th.
Double barrel action in the Rummel bullpen. One is Coleman Capacey. You can see that. Trying to spot the other. I think the other's Brant Fry. So here is Ramirez to start the bottom of the 5th. Ruben swings and shoots a line drive. Base hit. Right field. Like I said, he uses the whole field. He is a tough out. And they've got speed aboard to start the 5th.
And that's a first pitch breaking ball. He jumped all over it. Hit it well to right field. Now, like you said, Coach Kaiser would like nothing more than to at least get 1 or 2.
Well, normally you'd think bunt here, but not with Mikey Ryan at the plate. He's swinging. He has grounded out and walked, and of course you also have the possibility of the steal.
The steal, and again, Mikey's going to see breaking balls, so it gives the runner a little bit better chance.
Saw the fastball there, but it's away, 1-0. Watch, the other thing is you're worried about the runner. You might see fastballs.
Correct.
1-0 the count, but again, everything's away.
Bryce has, relied on his breaking ball all night.
4th hit for the Raiders. Ramirez has 2 of them. Ooh, big swing and a foul, and it's 1-1. Again, working him away. Ryan unleashed that one, but fouled it back. Hebert at 70 pitches. He's done a good job. Throw to first will chase Ramirez back. Ruben 12 out of 16. Draws another throw in the stolen base department. And Rummel 8-4. 2 of those losses were in Houston. That big Catholic tournament they play in against steep competition. Another throw to first, runner back. Lost on opening day to Archbishop Shaw in a game we had on 106.1 FM. Came back and beat Shaw the next time they played. Saw Shaw here earlier today. Another throw to first. Shaw defeated St. Martin's 11-4 here at Mike Miley Stadium earlier today. And now we'll get the catcher to the mound. Mitchell after 3 straight throwovers, and the home plate umpires kind of seen enough. You wonder if they're killing time here. They've had action in their bullpen.
No, I don't see anybody up now. I think the pitcher got crossed up with the signal. I would imagine the picks come from the dugout like most pitches do.
The pitch, that's a pitch out. And it's 1-1. So went out there and said, let's pitch out 2-1 rather, I should say.
And now you know that definitely it was a crossed-up signal.
Without a doubt. They basically told you missed it. 2-1 the count. Ramirez leads. The pitch. That's outside. So now Ryan gets a favorable 3-1 count. They are so determined to pitch him away.
Right.
Now he's just got to zone in and look for one he can handle because he can really hit the ball a long way.
And they are obviously bothered by the runner at first, bothered a little bit by him.
3 balls and a strike. Keep it on Ramirez now. He is not going, and the pitch is outside. So they just kept working Ryan away. And wisely, he wasn't biting. He'll take the walk, and it's 2 on, nobody out. Now do you bunt with Gavin Nix? He's your leading RBI man. But it's a bunt situation in this game because you could get 2 runners in the scoring position with less than 2 outs. Jeff Curtis to the mound. Slowly, is he going to make the change here? And now Frank Castle will talk it over with everybody. It's an intriguing decision for a coach. You got your leading RBI man at the plate, but you also have first and second, nobody out in a 2-0 game in the 5th inning with 6 outs to get and a chance to get 2 runners in the scoring position.
A lot depends on, how Frankie feels about the guys behind Gavin and their ability to drive runs. And we have a pitching change, so
Hebert's going to leave after 4+ innings. He did a good job, and he'll yield here. Coming on for the Patriots will be Tony Macaluso. Macaluso, the right-hander, taking over for John Curtis on the mound. Macaluso has been busy, 6 appearances, so this will be his 7th, most on the staff. He's 0-1, but he's got a 1.11 earned run average, and he's been scintillating. He's got 3 saves on the year. That's special. Look at the numbers. 19 innings, only 7 hits. 6 runs, 3 earned with 6 walks, 11 strikeouts. His whip is 0.68. Hello. That's been really good stuff from Macaluso as he takes over here. In a tough spot.
Once again, we'd like to
right-hander taking his warm-up tosses. 2-0 Rummel here in the 5th.
Jared Goddard, class of 2000.
Can't close the book on Abear yet. He is responsible for the 2 base runners. Frank Cazzo has had a long visit with his offensive players and his base runners. And the wheels are spinning here. This is an interesting decision.
I mean,
either way, I understand.
In my opinion, I don't think I would bunt.
Okay.
But, again, I don't know if Frankie's hitter's behind Gavin. No disrespect to them. I think I try to hit. If you can get 3 or 4 here, it makes life a whole lot easier for you.
Well, you've got Berg on deck in the cleanup spot. Then you've got Gernard, who's had 2 hits already, including a homer. But here's Nix. Grounded to short, and he's flied to left. It's 2 on, nobody out. That's not what he wants to do here if he's swinging. He wants to pull the ball if he can. With first and second, nobody out. Patriots will be in a notch at first and third, back at second and short. Runners with their leads. The stretch by Macaluso. Pitch is on the way. He is bunting, and he bunts it in front of the plate. The play will be to first, and it works. So the sacrifice executed on the putout, 1-3. So now you get 2 runners in the scoring position with 1 out for Evan Berg.
And then on the other side, if you do bunt, you're at second and third. Now you draw the infield in. It makes your hitters a whole lot better. So, you can, like you said, it was either way. As long as you execute the bunt, it's a good move.
Well, he got it down, and now you're trusting Evan Berger, who's grounded to second and flied to right. Infield comes in for the play at the plate. Keep in mind, you got really good speed on the bases.
Yes. 2
fastest runners. From the windup, the pitch. Breaking ball dips down and out from Macaluso. If you're thinking in terms of fly ball and whether you send a runner or not. 1-0 the count.
If you're Curtis, do you kind of pitch around him to sap the force? But then you got Gernard right behind him. I don't know that I would do that.
High and away, 2-0. To Evan.
Evan's looking for one pitch in one spot right here and trying to hit it with all his might.
Steps back in. Runners lead second and third. 2-0 the count, the pitch. Down and out. That one got by. Runner for the plate. Here's the throw. It doesn't come, and a score for Ruben Ramirez. And the Raiders lead at 3-0 on a wild pitch.
And, of course, we didn't mention that.
That's the other possibility.
Third base, ball gets past the catch on a wild pitch.
And Ryan goes to third on that one. Charge the run to Abear.
And the infield will remain in. We're at 3-0, though. Now, you're probably taking here.
That's an important run. The next one is another important run, too. 3-0 the count. Pitch to Berg. And that is a strike. It is 3 balls and a strike. High school baseball, Crescent City Sports, brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. 3-1. Oh, he chased it. 3-2 as he missed the breaking ball. Got to put it in play here if you're Rummel. That runner at third and the infield in. A good speed at third. It's 3-2 on Berg.
Can't try to pull that pitch.
Nope. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung him out swinging. Good pitch. Big strikeout for Macaluso. Now 2 outs and the infield can go back to normal down. Well, here's been the best hitter for Rummel in this game, Aiden Gernard. He's homered and singled, and he bats here with 2 outs. It's a big run down at third.
Oh, absolutely.
Again, you're saying, well, Curtis doesn't have any hits. Well, Aaron Seavey is not likely to be able to go the distance here.
Correct.
So here's Gernard.
And honestly, they have employed, with the exception of not getting hits, they've employed a good plan.
Oh, he chased a bad one out of the zone. It's 0-1. Too hungry there. No balls in his strike, so Gernard puts himself in the hole, chasing one out of the zone. He's had a terrific night. Chance to add to that here. In the dirt, that time blocked by Mitchell. And runner at third, and it's 1-1.
Mitchell does a tremendous job behind the plate.
Well, you got 2 good catchers in this game.
Yes, you do.
A ball and a strike. Gernard waits. From the windup, the pitch from Macaluso. Swinging a hard hit ball, the third caught. Boy, he hit it hard right on the screws, but right at Chasson. Inning is over. Raiders get a run. They do it on a hit, and they strand a runner. They've left 5. We've played 5. Rummel 3, John Curtis nothing here on CrescentCitySports.com and the Ticket 106.1 FM. For over 40 years, PM on a to the 6th where it's 3-0 Rummel over John Curtis. Ken Trahan, Dave Beaudry with you. The other thing about some of these ballparks and playing here, David, is that everybody can see the pitch count. So the coaches keep it in the dugout, but they can just watch and see it, which clearly dictates strategy. And we talked about what John Curtis' strategy was from the start tonight. And you're right, it hasn't paid dividends yet, but it could.
Yeah, sure. And you know, what you want to try to do is just make him go deep into the pitch, go deep into the pitch count, have an opportunity to have to take him out, and that's no disrespect to the Rummel pitchers that may come in.
Well, anybody that comes in isn't going to look like
but
this.
But also make him throw the ball, over the plate so you have a better chance of getting hits.
Here's Kanamishu's fly to left and popped to short. The first pitch from Giancarlo. He swung at it and he popped it up, and I'm surprised. Left fielder coming on, Ramirez, easy chance. Ruben's got it for out number 1. That's the first pitch out of the game, recorded by Aaron Sebia, and that's important.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they were swinging,
especially here in the 6th.
Yeah.
If he can get out of this at around 100, he'll come back out.
That was the strategy all night's been to take that pitch. Not there. Here's Chasson. Slide to right, fly to center. Aaron Sebia stepped off.
And then at 3-0, Coach Cazzo probably told.
Here it comes. Front door breaking ball, right over, but down that time, 1-0.
Giancarlo, go out there and just challenge him. Just throw the ball right down the middle, do what you've been doing.
Well, again, he walked behind the mound there, signaling what he thought about it. 1-0 the count. Here it is. And now he's down 2-0 as he's still high with the fastball. That's why that first pitch call is important. I mean, it changes the way the approach is in the at-bat.
And to be honest, he's going to, in a year from now, going to be pitching at the collegiate level. This is what he's going to see.
Got the strike call there. It's 2-1.
This is a college strike zone. This is what he's going to see.
Sometimes. I've seen a few.
Yeah, well, and,
I get it. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
One of the big things in college, you have TrackMan, and you can sit there and you can tell, through the zone. We don't have that.
Yes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one on the way. Able to foul it back to the netting. Extend the at-bat, and that's important. Again, they haven't come close to getting a hit in this game. There's been one hard hit ball, the ball that Curtis lined to first base. That's been it. When he's in the zone, they haven't hit him at all. 2-2. Pop up again. Into right field. Easy chance here, Mendieta. 2-hand catch, 2 gone. And the 6th, 4 more outs to get for Aaron Sebia. Bryce Hebert has batted twice and he's walked twice. Pitch count is at 97. Translation? He's got 18 more he can use. Now he can start a batter and exceed 115 if he starts before 115, if you're thinking in those terms. By rule. First pitch on the way. There's a strike with a fastball, making him throw one. It's 0-1. Again, that's why I was surprised that the first hitter swung right away.
I believe Coach Jeff Curtis was as well.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And again, not getting that call. Inside. Again, Klein tried to frame it. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count. Here's another. Swing and a miss. He's late. It's 1-2. And again, the fastball as good as it was earlier. 1-2 the count. Steps out. The pitch. And he fouled it to extend the at-bat. Again, important because that's number 100. Aaron Seaby, to have a chance to finish this one, needs to get him out here in the next pitch or two.
You know, again, when you look up at the scoreboard, you see 0 hits. Curtis has done a good job with 2 strikes, too, to foul balls off.
And he taps another one foul. There you go.
And
now 101.
And as you know, playing again tomorrow night, you know, they can stick with this approach against anyone and possibly have more success, you know, fighting pitches off, getting back in the batter's box, and, you know, just battling the zone as best as possible.
Once a new ball. Hitter is trying to walk it off. He fouled that one right off his foot. That does not feel good for Bryce Hebert. 10-2 by the trainer. He'll head back to the plate. That's good. One and 2 count, 2 outs. Pitch number 103. Swing and a miss. Just threw it by him. Strikeout number 4 for Aaron Sebia. Yes, folks, he has a no-hitter through 6. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 Raiders on top here on the Ticket 106.1 FM and at CrescentCitySports.com.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense, so when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate Stan. Are you in good hands? Call Allstate agent Eddie Corcoran, class of 79 at 504-469-6400. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Bears Po' Boys at Gennaro's at 3206 Metairie Road at Causeway Boulevard is open daily at 11 a.m. Bears' signature sandwich is the incredibly delicious roast beef po' boy, the best anywhere. The Ferdy and the gravy cheese fries are great, as are the homemade onion rings. Bears has a great menu of specialty burgers, almost as big as hubcaps. Get a beverage at Gennaro's where you can order late-night food as well. Bears just earned a top 3 award in the Gambit Best of New Orleans rankings. Visit Bears Po' Boys and Raider Hall of Fame inductee Brian Hebert, class of 1983 at 3206 Metairie Road at Causeway Boulevard. Raider pride.
3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jesuit St. Augustine tied 5-5 going to extra innings at Kirsch Rooney Stadium tonight in district play. St. Augustine, a vastly improved team. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Raiders will send up Klein, Peratt, and Mendieta. And this looks like another new pitcher. Looks like Aiden Carr is taking over for the Patriots. So Aiden Carr is the new pitcher for John Curtis, their 3rd pitcher of the game. And you know what Jeff Curtis is thinking here. Try to have Macaluso available tomorrow.
Right? Yeah, no doubt.
He's not surrendering this game by any stretch.
No.
But he's thinking, you know, we're going to give another guy the ball and have a chance to give our best guy out of the bullpen a chance to.
And he also will have Carr again tomorrow.
That's right.
Unless the Patriots come back and tie in the 7th.
Hebert went 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs earned. Walked 4, struck out 2. Macaluso 1 inning, no hits, 1 strikeout. This pitch is down for ball 1 to Klein, who's struck out and walked. Only 4 hits in the game, all belong to Rummel. 1 ball and no strikes. And another pitch is on the way. Breaking ball drops in there. Good pitch, strike call. That's that slow over-the-top curveball. Raider bullpen busy. Again, double barrel action down there. As mentioned, we know Capacey is one of them. Fry the other. This pitch missing. He goes back toward the screen. It's 2-1. Francazzo knows he's got to have someone ready because of the pitch count. And they've both been up before, so they're going to be ready, whichever one he wants to go to. See, Gavin Kennedy's got a ball thrown down there, too. The pitch. That's down. He might be warming up to come in defensively. Here's a 3-1 count. On Klein. Trying to get something started here in the 6th against Aiden Carr. The 3-1 pitch is high. The leadoff man is on. Lenny Klein draws his second walk of the game. Good start for Rummel. And now Connor Perrotin. Do you think about the bunt here? You're going to send in a runner for sure. You know that. Always run for the catcher.
I think I would take and then maybe bunt.
Another visit to the mound coming here. They're going to talk about what to do about the defensive alignment here. We will have a runner at first. We know that much for Klein. Before Perrott comes to the plate. Here shortly, high school baseball, Crescent City Sports, brought to you by Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln, the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership, and there must be a reason. The runner at first base for Rummel is Jack Hurd. The sophomore Hurd to run at first. That's because Kennedy, who ran earlier, is getting loose in the bullpen.
Now batting designated hitter, number 20, Connor Perrott.
So Hurd, the runner at first. Connor Perrott to the plate. He is grounded out to second. He's popped out to second. See how the Raiders play it. With Hurd, the runner at first, pitcher steps off. Carr. Now ready, showing bunt very early. Everyone crashing, pitch on the way, and he pulls it back as you suggested, but took a strike. So showed bunt, took a strike, 0-1. Now we'll see how they play it. No balls and a strike. Same two teams tomorrow evening as mentioned here in Mike Miley. Shows bunt early again. Pulls the bat back and a slug bunt, but took it low. And Curtis has done this for years. They crashed their second baseman. This is what they've done for several years now. Jason Curtis coming all the way. 1-1 the count. Perrott shows bunt early. They crash once more. And the pitch. Gonna bunt now, and he pops the bunt up right to the pitcher. Well, you just can't do it that way. 1 out.
No, standing straight up and it went down in his legs, forced the ball up.
Dominic Mendieta will bat. He's lined to second and walked. After Rummel plays John Curtis, they've got a series coming up at St. Paul's over the weekend, and then back at it next week against St. Augustine. Have both games on radio against St. Augustine, home and away, coming up next week, Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday at Wesley Barrow, Thursday here at Mike Miley. Time called by the hitter. Mendieta back in. Hurd leads from first. Pitch on the way. Down and away, ball 1. Raiders got a bunt down earlier, which led to a run. Unable to do so here. The 1-0. Breaking ball hit in the air to left field. Left fielder has a play. There to make the catch, Bruno. Crowd number 2 returning to first is Hurd. And now Brant Fry. Fry has grounded to short and struck out swinging with the bases loaded back in the 4th. Or struck out looking.
Second baseman number 15, Brant Fry.
So here's Fry. Check of the runner and the pitch on the way. Outside a ball. This is where you think about running, David. You got nothing to lose with 2 outs.
Right. Try to sneak him in scoring position.
With 3 outs to get and a 3-run lead. If you feel good enough about the runner, it's a good time to turn him loose. 1-0 the count. Long look. And time call, freezing the runner.
Good job by the hitter. You don't want to freeze the runner too long.
Now the pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, roller. Pitcher will get it. And the throw to first by Carr on the money, and the inning is over. Started with a walk, nothing happened. Raiders have stranded 6. Last chance coming for John Curtis. 3-0 Rummel here. It's Rummel Baseball on the Ticket 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com. Last chance for John Curtis, trailing Archbishop Rummel 3-0. Ken Trahan with you. And here in the 7th, Arancibia starts against Dagan Bruno. It promptly delivers a strike. That's number 104. You get 115. Bruno's popped to first. He's grounded to second. Is not allowed a hit. The 0-1. And a swing and a ball hit foul. It's 0-2. That's 105. Bruno, Jason Curtis, Tyler Mitchell due up against Giancarlo Arancibia, who's not allowed a hit. He's walked 5, struck out 4. No balls, 2 strikes. Arancibia the sign from Klein. Sets up in. 0-2 pitch. And he's swinging a foul. Pulled left side. And that'll be out of play. So make him throw another pitch. Got in on the hands. That's where they wanted it. Bruno got to it, but well foul. Holding it 0-2 at 106 pitches now. Remember, he can start a batter with less than 115, but he cannot start a batter if he's at 115. He's at 106 presently, and that is a story. Not the least of which is because he has a no-hitter going. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Arancibia. He's 2 outs away with 107 pitches. And now number 1. And now Jason Curtis, who's lined to first and fly to right.
Number 3, Jason Curtis.
Gotta believe he's taking a pitch. We shall see. Jason stands in. Pitch is on the way. He's high, 1-0. Bullpen remains busy for Rummel. 1-0 on Curtis. Pitch is on the way. Missing away, it is 2-0. Arancibia walks behind the mound. Now toes the rubber. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. He's taking all the way, and it is 2-1. And if you're Arancibia, you'd love to see him put it in play. At somebody who's at 110 pitches. 2-1 the count. The next one, ground ball to second. Fry has it. Fry throws him out. 2 gone, and Aaron Sebia is 1 out away from a no-hitter. And here comes Tyler Mitchell to try to break it up. So Aaron Sebia will start the hitter, needing 1 more out. Mitchell is struck out and he has walked. Aaron Sebia, the sign, pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss. It is 0-1. No balls and a strike. The pitch. Fast strike. It's 0-2, and the Raiders are 1 strike away. And Aaron Sebia is 1 strike away as well from you know what, and I stress no. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And he swings and fouls it. Just got a piece right side out of play to stay alive with pitch 113. Anticipation obvious. Aaron Sebia, the sign. Here's the 0-2. Way high, overthrew it. And it's 1-2. This will be his last hitter no matter what. He's at the pitch limit of 115. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mitchell back in. 1-2 the count. Aaron Sebia the pitch. And he's high and tight. Went to the breaking ball there, interestingly enough, and it's 2-2. Remember, the last hitter he'll face no matter what. 2-2 the count. The next from Aaron Sebia, and a swing and a foul. Great job by Mitchell as he fights him off again to stay alive. You'll see a 7th pitch in the at-bat. Aaron Sebia wants a new ball. Receives it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-0 Rummel, top of the 7th. Aaron Sebia still 1 strike away from a no-hitter. He's ready. He kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Giancarlo Aaron Sebia with a no-hitter as Archbishop Rummel beats John Curtis Christian 3-0. A no-hitter for Tulane commit Giancarlo Aaron Sebia. Jeff Curtis, the first to go over and congratulate Giancarlo. And Frank Cazzo and Jeff Curtis hug. Coaches exchange pleasantries. The nature of this rivalry and the respect that exists between these coaches and players. Aaron Sebia, the story, with a no-hitter as Rummel beats John Curtis by the score of 3-0 here tonight. Well, you understand why Tulane was on him early and why he is who he is. Very clearly, he's earned the reputation. Very clearly, he's got a great future. Very solid young man as well. Giancarlo Aaron Sebia getting it done in splendid fashion here tonight. We'll hear from him coming up. We'll hear from Coach Frank Cazzo coming up as well as Rummel wins it by the score of 3-0. With that, let's take a quick break, a 1-minute break, Rudy. Back in just a moment here on CrescentCitySports.com and the Ticket 106.1 FM.
For over 40 years, PM Automotive
3-0 here this evening. Totals of the game: 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 6 left. Rummel. No runs, no hits, no errors, 4 left. John Curtis. Giancarlo Arancibia, the Tulane commit, pitches a no-hitter. Walks 5, strikes out 6, uses 118 pitches in a brilliant performance here this evening. The losing pitcher, Bryce Hebert, he drops to 3-1. Arancibia improves to 3-1 with the victory. The game took an hour and 52 minutes to play, and Rummel wins it by the score of 3-0. And the Raiders improve to 9-4 and 1-0 in District 9-5A. And John Curtis drops to 9-3 and 0-1 in district play with the defeat here this evening. And a great job by the Raiders as they win it by the score of 3-0. And we'll get Arancibia and Coach Cazzo coming. And all right, let's go down to David Beaudry. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kenny. Frank, congratulations. Great job. First district game. Tell me what worked for you tonight.
Well, Giancarlo did. And the kids came out and played extremely hard. You know, I could tell in their eyes they were ready to play the game of baseball, and I'm very proud of them.
He seemed to struggle a little bit with being sharp, but he's still, I mean, to be able to throw a no-hitter, you walk 5, but he came back and made big pitches when you need him to.
Well, he was hurting a little bit in the side area here. His oblique muscles were hurting a little bit, and he fought through it, and that's why I just told him. I said, man, you made me a nervous wreck here at the end.
You too old for that, aren't you?
I'm too old for that crap. Yeah.
Offensively, what'd you think?
I thought we put the ball in play. We did some things we need to do. Ruben was outstanding. Aiden Gennard got a couple of big hits for us.
Well, good. And you got another one tomorrow night against this crew. They did a good job at the plate as well.
Very aggressive. You know, I like their club, and we got the battle tomorrow night.
No question. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, David, thank you. And we'll take another timeout, another 1-minute break here. We'll get back in just a moment here as we continue. Rummel wins 3-0 over John Curtis. Back in a moment here on the Ticket, 106.1 FM and CrescentCitySports.com.
At Burkhardt Air Conditioning and Heating, their number one priority is treating people right. Take it from me, Eric Asher. It means getting there quickly in an emergency. They'll be on time and do a perfect job. And it means
Rummel, a winner 3-0 here tonight over John Curtis. Christian, Ken Trahan with you. David Beaudry down on the field. We'll get back to him shortly as we wait to get our star of the game with him as well. As mentioned, these two teams will play again tomorrow night in the conclusion of this series in District 9-5A, and they'll play here tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock. It'll be John Curtis's home game. All right, Rudy, let's take another 1-minute break right here, and we'll be back in just a moment here on CrescentCitySports.com and at the Ticket 106.1 FM. wins it by the score of 3-0 over John Curtis. We'll get to the star of the game forthcoming here as Giancarlo Arancibia makes his way to home plate, where we'll get him with David Beaudry. And let's turn it over to David. Dave?
Here with Giancarlo, no-hitter in the opening game of district. How big is that for you?
It's great. It's a great feeling, of course, but better feeling to get a win with my guys. First game of district, especially against Curtis, who in the past, as you know, we've had trouble with, but it feels great.
Well, you were dominant on the mound, but it seemed like they were taking you to some 3-ball counts and so on and so forth. Tell me why that you think that was? Yeah,
I had trouble finding the zone in the beginning, feeling out the umpire, see what his zone's like, and then so halfway through the game I was able to feel that out and adjust, and it was working for me later on.
And again, in a district that's a long season and all, it's big to get up on top. Moving forward, 115 pitches a day. Tell me what your schedule is from here.
Definitely not to throw 115 pitches, but definitely trying to work my pitch count down and as a team get better and hopefully win district. So,
well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, David, thank you. Rummel wins at 3-0. We'll take a final break here. We'll be back to put a wrap on things in a moment here from Mike Miley Stadium on CrescentCitySports.com and the Ticket 106.1 FM.
Bears po' boys at Generic